Afternoon, and it's time for the North American Diaries right here on Advert Television this afternoon. This afternoon, we'll be talking about the Argentina-England game. It was a massive result for Argentina going to two successive World Cup finals, and especially for Lionel Messi, who is considered to be one of the greatest footballers of all time. We'll be looking at the tactics of the game, what helped Argentina to win that particular game, and what did Thomas Tuchel, the English manager, do wrong for Argentina to come back and win that particular game in the 90th minute. We'll also be discussing issues concerning the Ghana Football Association. They have brought a roadmap for the Congress, and we'll could go for the third term agenda, as people have already started speculation that he's ready to step in and continue for the third term as the Ghana Football Association president. We'll also be looking at the third and fourth game between France and then France and England. Will the French national team parade their first 11, or maybe it's an opportunity for the French players also to get to play in the 2026 FIFA World Cup? And Thomas Tuchel has signed a contract to continue as the English manager, leading the squad to the 2028 European finals. This and many more on North American Diaries this afternoon on Adwa Television. I'll go for a quick break. When I come back, we'll delve straight into some phone lines, and then we'll be talking about the Argentina-England game.
My name is Dr. Joseph Fomia, and I'm the Medical Director of Accra Fertility Center, a part of the Medifem group of companies. As we all know, fertility is a big problem in Africa and all over the world, and 1 in 5 couples would definitely need some assistance in conceiving. At the Fertility Center in Medifem, we provide all kinds of fertility services: IVF, HC, embryo storage, sperm storage, egg storage, egg donation, sperm donation, surrogacy. All our services are completely confidential, and we take our couples through the journey with compassion, and our team are always available to help all the couples through their journey. In the month of July, Accra Fertility Center is offering a few packages for fertility services. All our prices are going to be slashed, so please come.
We have come back from that break. It's still the North American Diaries on Adwa Television. And this afternoon, we'll be talking about the Argentina-England game. And we have a sports analyst on the line, Edwin Amuyirenchi, who will be talking about that game, that semi-final game. And we'll be breaking down the tactics, what went wrong for England, and then what went right for Argentina in that particular game. Welcome to the show, Edwin.
Thank you very much.
I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing perfectly fine.
I hope you've monitored some of the matches in the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, obviously, as a football analyst and then a fanatic, definitely something that I wouldn't go a day without watching. So
okay,
I've definitely been following it.
Okay, so before we come to the main issue, what has been some of the captivating moments for you in this year's edition of the World Cup?
Well, I think the peak of the headlines has to be a 39-year-old still dominating world football, even though some of his colleagues at his age would have retired from football and then be at a seaside or something with family. But he's still on his feet dominating the world game. So I think that has been the pinnacle of everything that has happened so far at the World Cup.
Okay, but you have not spoken about the performance of the Black Stars of Ghana. I mean, you've watched the 3 games, and how will you analyze the performance of the team, especially Coach Carlos Queiroz?
Well, I think the caliber of coach we went for throughout his career, he's a known defensive kind of, if I should say, type of a coach. So I wasn't expecting him to do any exploits as in the team going forward, in terms of our lineup, in terms of our team play and all that. So it was something that I was expecting him to do. Just sit back, since it's a tournament, you just get the points you need and then you graduate to the next stage. But notwithstanding, I think he did well with the limited time he had to prepare the team for the tournament. You look at our back four and our first two games we did fantastically well. But going forward, you need men who are very good on the offensive. You need to have your game plan, everything in course before you can cause any sort of danger to your opponent. And looking at the type of opponents we met, we were no match for them. So it wasn't surprising. But then again, I think one or two of our selections in some of the games were not good enough.
Okay, so when you mention selection, let's look at the profile of the players. Kwesi Sibo, Elisha Usu, Caleb Urechi, Thomas Partey. Let's concentrate on the midfield. When we look at the profile of these players, were they the right players we sent to the World Cup? It seems like some of them have similar profile. That's why we were struggling in midfield in our World Cup games.
Yes, they have similar profiles, but then again, you go back to whether they've been playing for long. You see, midfield has to do with chemistry. And that's why I highlighted the defense. Although they haven't played together for long, they were able to form a formidable backline throughout the tournament. And then with the midfield, although they were new and all that, you could still see when Partey was drafted in the midfield, he was doing his job fantastically. Although he has also not played too much games with those he was paired with, that Ibo, and then I think Kaleji also did fantastically well. But then again, you look at the front line who supposedly they have been together, they couldn't produce anything at all. So I think it has to do with the tactical setup of the team and how the coach was trying to implement his game plan. It really didn't go well. You couldn't see the flow from the midfield to the offensive department, and that was, I think, what contributed to our crashing out of the tournament.
Okay, so do you believe Coach Carlos Queiroz is the man to win us the AFCON? I mean, he has decided to continue as the head coach of the Black Stars. Is he the man to bring the trophy home?
That wouldn't be far off. I think with what he showed during a small space of time, I think if he's given ample time and then all the resources needed, I think we stand a chance of competing for the AFCON. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say we'll go and win it, but I think if we give him ample time, I think he can do something with this team.
Something, but not winning the AFCON.
Oh no, I don't think we can measure up to the likes of Egypt and Morocco when it comes to the AFCON. Even our neighbors, Nigeria, we know they play better than us. Yeah, so I don't think we stand a chance in the next AFCON, maybe the next two.
Hey, you don't have confidence in the team at all?
Oh yeah, if on paper, if you compare our team with the likes of Morocco and Egypt, I'm sure you agree with me that we are not up to their pedigree. We are not up to that standard yet. We are not yet world class. So we will need time, ample time to fix the team and then play some number of games before we can find a rhythm.
Oh, okay. Now let's focus on the Argentina-England game. I mean, it was a fascinating results for Argentina. And when you look at how they played, they were struggling a little bit. England were in the game. They got the goal and then decided to sit back. Was it the right moment for Coach Thomas Tuchel to tell his guys, to sit deep and rely on counter-attacking football?
Well, I think England got their goal around the 50th to 55th minute mark. And I think afterwards, England had to kind of sit back. I watched the game and then I've watched part of the replay of the game. I don't think the coach actually told the team to sit back. You see, if you played football before, you've watched football over the years, you see and then you notice that any team who goes ahead in a major tournament like that, mind you, it was a semi-final, and then you look at the quality of your opponent, you know that they will try and come back into the game. So the best option is to sit down. Your coach doesn't have to tell you to go deep before you start defending. So I think it's a natural thing that occurred on the pitch. Notwithstanding the substitutions the England coach made from the 80th minute mark was totally a doomed substitution he made, because you look at the likes of uh, James coming off, and then you are bringing in Newcastle's
Dambian.
defender Dan, and then the substitutions were that bad. And to top it all off, they still considered from a cross from, excuse my word, a measure that was from Messi. And then the one who even headed the ball was also not even taller than any of the England players on the field. That's Lautaro Martinez. So then again, you look at the whole thing and you know that England themselves, the players didn't believe they could beat Argentina. That's where I take it from, because you look at the fact that from the first half, it looked like a 50-50 game. It even looked like England were more into it. England were having more of the possession. But immediately Argentina went behind and then they conceded. Argentina started playing their game. They took the game to England, and England had little answers to them. So I don't blame the coach fully for what happened.
But there is also a school of thought that when they got the first goal, that's England,
Yeah.
they were having Arsenal's on the bench. Marcus Rashford was there, Bukayo Saka, Morgan Rogers. I mean, they had the players on the bench. So there's a school of thought that if Thomas Tuchel had brought on that players, Argentina wouldn't have come forward or start attacking England. At least these players would have pushed Argentina back. Do you believe in that school of thought?
Yeah, that could have worked. But again, you look at the likes of Messi, who with one pass, he can easily delete about two or three of your players. You wouldn't want to bring in more offense. I think what Thomas Tuchel could have done was brought in more midfielders, because as we know, England has more midfielders than any other department of the game. So they could have brought on more midfielders to hold the game against Argentina, because that was Argentina's advantage going into the dying minutes of the game. They had people, they brought in Paul to stabilize their midfield, to throw in more crosses into the box. So I think what England could have done was just cut the supply from midfield, Argentina's midfield, and then they could have seen through the game. But that couldn't happen, and they had to sit back and then defend and watch Argentina regain the lead in the dying minutes of the game.
Okay, but when you watch this Argentina team, for me, they have not been special from the group stage now to the final. What has been working for this Argentina team?
Yes, you are right that they haven't been special, but they still have the special one among them. That's the magician known as Lionel Messi. So who can change the game at any time. So obviously they don't need, you see, this Argentina team, they've been together, they've played together, they do themselves. They kind of run and then it's almost as if they play for Messi. And we know what Messi can do. Messi can be out of the game for about 85 minutes, and then next 5 minutes he can just spring back to life and then change the outcome of the game. So I think that's the ultimate thing that has to do with Argentina. They just have Messi, and then the rest of the players are willing to run 90 minutes for him. And I think that's what has been doing the trick for them throughout this tournament. Well, as you said, they haven't really played any special games. They haven't really dominated their opponents like that. But when it comes to where it's needed the most, Messi always shows up. So I think that's what has been carrying them throughout the tournament.
So what is so special about Lionel Messi?
Well, there's been a lot of debate as to who is the GOAT and who is this and that. I think if we gather the GOAT somewhere, Messi is somewhere like a lion. No wonder he's called Lionel Messi, because you can't compare him to the other guys. Unfortunately, you just can't do that.
Who is the other guy?
I didn't want to mention his name, but since you're calling for it, you have the likes of the Ronaldinos, the Peles, the Maradonas, to some extent the Neymars, CR7. I think they are in one category, and Messi is standing on its own. Like you can't really compare anybody to Messi.
Even not to Maradona?
Yes, Maradona, I think Maradona actually has to be a copy or a prototype of Messi. Maradona was to just let the world know that somebody can play football like this. And Messi just came to perfect it.
Oh, okay. Wow. But I have some stats. I would love to read that stat to you. The only two players to complete 20 plus dribbles at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So we have Lionel Messi he has completed 25 dribbles. Lamine Yamal, at age 19, has completed 22 dribbles. I mean, these are left-footed players, and they seem very special when it comes to this World Cup. I mean, when you look at Spain too, they were able to beat France. I mean, what really worked for Spain in that particular game? Because we all thought that this is France World Cup, and all of a sudden Spain came in and then knocked them out of the World Cup. What is so special about this Spain team too?
Yeah, I think before that game, Spain had beaten them twice in a row in their two previous games. I don't think Spain were faced by the attack of France because they know Spain's team just know how to dominate against these big boys or these big nations, you may call it. So coming into this game, Spain didn't really look at the likes of Dembele and Mbappe and then Olise and all that. They just knew they could beat them. And you look at from the start of the game to the end of the game, Spain didn't really feel like they were under any sort of pressure. They controlled the game from start to finish. And Spain has been like that ever since the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets took over the national team and then they started dominating. So it's something that I was expecting. Yes, I wasn't expecting them to beat France by 2 goals to nil. I thought France would maybe get a goal or something, or force the issue to extra time, which didn't happen. You could see that the likes of Dembele, who were known to put pressure on the back line, they couldn't even do that in the game. All throughout the game, you could see Spain was very relaxed. They controlled the midfield and all that. So it wasn't a surprise to me at all.
Oh, okay. So before you go, who wins the Golden Boot, Messi or Kylian Mbappe?
Wow. So that's a very difficult one. But then again, both players are incredible goal scorers. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to either of them. But then again, it looks like Messi has the advantage with the final. And then it will depend actually if Mbappe will play in the third place playoff against England.
Yeah.
I don't know if the coach will decide to drop him and then field the other guys who haven't seen much more game time. But then if he plays, he's likely to score in that game. So it could go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Edwin, for speaking to us on our show, North American Diaries, this afternoon.
You're welcome. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
the reception.
Derek, yeah. So that's Edwin. He shared his thought on the semi-final game between Argentina and England, and then Spain versus France. I mean, it was two massive semi-final games of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and it was a delightful game for all those who watched that particular two semi-final games. But Derek is in the studio, my co-host on Sports Center. Derek Niasa Ankra. I call him my boss, and my bosses. And when he's on set, no agenda. So we'll go straight to the start. No agenda. Welcome to the show, Derek.
Thank you, and good evening to our cherished viewers. Interestingly, so soon, we've almost ended the World Cup, and it's been a great feeling, and I love the period shared and on the North American Diaries, and I've learned a lot, and I believe that I've given a lot as well. Yeah. My only prediction that didn't come on the Hope show was the France-Spain one.
Yes, France.
If people were following me by now, I've made a lot to reach you, a lot of people reach, yet they won't give me anything.
Yeah, and people chop bet.
Yeah, actually, apart from the Spain and France, which
it was a surprising result.
Yeah, I went they play for France. It changed, but I mean Spain. Are a good side, and they've won against France the last 2 times before that game. So, I mean, if you have done the mathematics right, it should be Spain. But I thought that in the tournament, France has shown a lot, and when you look at the depth of their team, they should have won. But then Spain had some different ideas, and they delivered. So that has been one of the interesting results, especially coming to the latter part of the
But
World
I saw
Cup.
you post Lionel Messi. I mean Argentina. I mean, how did England lose that game?
My brother.
How?
My brother. From the beginning of this tournament, I've sat here and told you that there's a God in football, and that is Messi.
Oh, there's a God in football.
Yeah, yes.
God in football.
Yeah, football God is Lionel Messi.
So so God decided to be in the form of human. and play
Okay, so
football.
somebody said lightly that God wanted to come and play football on the earth, and he couldn't come, so he sent
Messi.
a merciful guy, a merciful person whose name should have been merciful, but then because he's a male, they decided to change the name into Messi. So he's God. He's the God of football, and you know, in all our conversations and discussions, I know we were here on Wednesday, myself and Josh, we told you that then the game will be difficult, but there is one man who, when the game has not ended, you can't call it an end.
But will you also say the substitutions of England caused them?
What caused the substitution? You see, when I hear some of these things, it's quite funny.
You scored a goal in 60th minute.
Good.
Why should you go back and start defending?
Okay.
Meanwhile, you have 30 minutes more to play.
Okay, so this is what you see, when it's the Africans, you people will show they don't have this, they don't have that, they don't have this. When it's the Europeans, you are asking me why. No, what the Africans did against England, against England. No, I mean the Africans that played England.
So
the Africans that played Belgium, the Africans that played yes, what they suffered, that turnaround, they will be leading and then there will be a turnaround. It's the same thing England suffered.
No,
and
but
nothing would have changed. No, I'm saying nothing would have changed. That game, see, I
believe this
was
could be down to tactics.
I'm coming. I was from a show. When I left here on the Wednesday, I went to another place. I didn't watch the first half. And then when I got to where I watched the game, I realized that those supporting England, because they are anti-Messi, they were all quiet. Meanwhile, England was leading 1, and I told them that the way the English are playing like the Africans, when they score 1, they are playing like the Africans, and Argentina will win. In fact, they doubted. When the goal was when Argentina equalized, I told them that and it became a debate. I told them that looking at the game, the assistant referee will add 10 minutes to the time, and in that 10 minutes, Argentina will score. It became a debate. When the time was, they showed the time was 9, and I told them that they will play 10 minutes. But Argentina, because if you look at the game, see, at a point, the English team, when I was living here last, I told you that the English set up as a defensive team. So they will break and score. In this particular game, that's what that will be their best, because when they open up, Messi will do the danger. So they did that one. They got a break, and lo and behold, they scored. You understand? Then, what they thought that within the last 20 minutes, they could defend the and Pickford, wonderful saves. Yeah. He was doing well until the God of football decided that he will stand at a particular place. And you can watch the two goals that he scored. He gets the ball at that same corner. He will go this way, and then will come this way. So when the first goal, when he picked them, they knew he couldn't use the right well, or he can't. Messi is not a player who can use the right well. So when he picked the ball, you can check the second goal. All the English players tackling were going to, because they were still at his left side. When Messi was moving the ball at his right, they were still chasing on his left, and they used the right to and cross the ball and the goal happened. In the first this thing too, they knew that he would go and come, but little did they know that there's a trap. And unfortunately, the guy who scored the first goal have had 3 times. I think one hits the post. You understand? So it was a plan that I believe that when we went to the break, they set out. And if you look at the substitution that the Argentina coach made, it was clear. We have played the ball to you. You've been able to defend. Now we won't play again. Now we'll shoot from behind and see what you could do. And they did that over time. They hit the post twice. So it was not just a fluke. It wasn't just that the English team. Maybe if they had come out, it would be 4 or 5. Yeah. So the coach, and those blaming the coach, I don't understand. maybe they are come out. In fact, before the English got a break,
Rashford, Saka, Morgan Rogers on the bench, these are attacking players. Once you bring them on, I mean, it gives you additional extra attacking force.
Good.
And Argentina could be forced to think twice. Hey, what if we leave? These are players who can play fast on counter-attacking football. So once they leave, there could be spaces, and Saka and Rashford can exploit that spaces. So maybe the coach should have done that.
No, because he lost. That's why you are saying that. If they had not won, you ask why he decided to play. Because he decided to attack. Because the game will be sad if the English team had attacked. The Argentines would have scored more than 2 goals. So if they had attacked, because you will leave more space for Messi to do what he can do. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, they've lost. So you can say you can talk about the alternative. What didn't happen, and complain on what happened. So why were they playing defense? It was because if they open the game and they are playing, Argentina will score even more, and perhaps on that day Messi would have scored. So you don't blame them. It was a tactical plan which didn't work on a day. And again, if you look at the Argentines, they realized that they had nothing to do. They were down by a goal. And I think one thing that the Ghanaian team did not do is when they realized that they were down by a goal, all they needed to do is score me more. Yeah. I'll just come and play, so you to score me. So they brought a lot. They reduced. Yes, they reduced their defense. I think to a 3-back. They loaded the. In fact, I think their last rotation they took out a defender and then they brought in a striker. I think the commentator said that they took out a defender and they brought in a striker because they realized that
they were losing.
You just throw in all our Arsenal, and they did that, and it worked for them. Most of the Ghanaian and the African teams, between the 82nd minute and the 90 minutes, they concede 2 or more goals.
Yeah.
So for me, it was not a surprise. Because it's England, that's why we are complaining. But I think Cote d'Ivoire experienced same. Yeah. Senegal experienced same. Egypt experienced same. I think Cape Verde too.
Yeah, in extra time.
Yes. So they don't. The English team is not more human than the other African teams. So on a day they met a team. This time again, I didn't see fans complaining about refereeing. At the point they were trying to say that the first goal was at outside, people were ruling line, using a straight edge ruler to rule line for Messi to be offside. And at times you think about it, the guy is. In fact, I'm happy now that most fans who were anti-Messi now have accepted the fact.
How can Messi win 2 World Cup
and two Ballon d'Or? Will do 2 Ballon. See,
no, Lamine Yamal must win it.
No. Yes, so the last time he said England must win it.
Yes.
And I tell you the reality, no.
But this
is over time I have said that the last World Cup fever was created divinely for Messi. This time I didn't see it like that. You understand? But where they have gotten to, I see that now the first one was gifted by divine. Now they have used what God has given them to get to where they are. And if they go in the final game and they play C, I will not be surprised. If they win in the 90 minutes, not on penalties like they did the last time.
Oh, okay. So now we'll go to some stats because there have been interesting statistics in the England-Argentina game. So we'll do some stats. It will be on the screen. And then we read it out and then we do some analysis on it. So, the first one has to do with, Alexis McAllister has played in more FIFA World Cup matches with played in more FIFA matches without losing than anyone in the competition history, 13. So he's played 13, won 11, and they have drawn 2, both won on penalties, and he's yet to lose a game at the FIFA World Cup. So that is the start for Alexis McAllister. And they have the only 2 players in the last 60 years to have the most shots and create the most chances in FIFA World Cup. We have Diego Armando Maradona, 29 shots, 30 chances created. Messi, 34 shots, 25 chances created. So Messi is here again. So these are the 2 Argentines. 1986 it was Diego Maradona. 2026 it is Lionel Messi, 2 football gods. And then England averaged 45% possession and had 0.44 SG up to Anthony Gordon's opener. For the rest of the game, they averaged 21% possession and produced just 0.9 SG, 0.9, which means they are not likely to score.
Yeah, so but you see, you can complain and say anything, but it was not their fault because of the type of opposition they had. If you are ahead through a break.
So hold on, we have Nis Soja Mensah on the line. I'll come back to you. So Soja, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Isaac.
Ali, for me, I'm a little bit surprised that Argentina will be going to another World Cup final. I mean, if Argentina wins it, Messi will be having 2 World Cup trophies. For us, the Ronaldo fans, we are not happy with it. But what do you make of that particular game against England against Argentina? Oh, okay, so Soja is off now. So let me come to you. I mean, England 0.09 SG. They're not likely to score with that possession, 25% possession.
Yeah, so but it's always happening. Before they scored that goal, they were still behind statistically. They were still behind Argentina by who to score.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that they played by a strategy, and then they got the goal. And I believe that it was the same strategy they had wanted to use, but unfortunately, because of the kind of pressure, and at the point in the game, Pickford, the goalkeeper, he called for the break. The second half, yes. He signal for the break. I don't know who gave him the time. Oh, okay. He signal for it. Shows how difficult the game was for the English.
So Soja is back on the line. Let me get to Soja and then I'll come back to you. Soja, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. So Soja, first of all, what do you make of the England-Argentina game? Because for me, I was a little bit surprised. You were leading 1-0 to 85th minute, and then all of a sudden, you lose it. Was it due to the substitutions or technical, or let's say tactical error from the coach?
Oh, well, the total England and Argentina game could clearly say that. I mean, England had a mentality issue.
Mentality issue?
Yeah, it's probably a mentality issue. Because England's midfield is close to about £400 million midfield, and they were not supposed to defend on the day. I mean, they had a mid block. So they could have ended with a mid block because they have players who can easily make the ball very, very easy for them. But the moment Tuchel changed and brought on Consa, he sent the signal to the players that you have to go fight back. And that's where the problem is. It's a mentality. You see, it's a mentality issue. It's not really a mentality and a tactical issue.
No, but defending is part of the game. But do you think it was the right moment for them to start defending?
After they conceded the goal, just after, I think around the something minutes. So even after 5 minutes to go. And this is where game management comes. When you're a good coach, you have to know the game and how to have a game management. You had a plan in coming to the game to win. So your plan A is what you stick to. But if you change and when I score a goal and go defend. Your plan A, at the time of the play, you were not having. Hello?
Hello, I can hear you, Soja.
At the time you were having plan A with them, you don't even have chance. You're matching them boot for boot. So why then you switch to another plan where you have to defend and defend deep? They defended so deep, and you know Argentina, they have a little condition. You can do anything. On the day, on the last minute, you can do anything. So for me, I was very disappointed. Not only in Cicero, but by any of their English players.
Wow. So do you believe that maybe if he could have brought on some attackers, he could have kept Argentina at bay and stopped attacking the English side? For example, Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, Morgan Rogers, Oli Watkins. These are Arsenals on the bench on the English side. If Thomas Tuchel could have brought them on, maybe the face of the game could have changed.
Exactly, could have arranged the team in a way that would, I mean, send the signal to the others that we are not sitting back, so we can always catch you on the break, and they can always score. But they were not confident in themselves, because I'm not so sure they were confident in the players to bring the players on, and they wanted to win, and they wanted to win in the car. You get it? Whether I defend or whether I I I I I attack. No, he wants to win anyhow. And anyhow, now it's the new way of winning. For me, if you look at Spain versus France, when the Spanish scored a goal, they still stick back to their plan. They had a plan where they still control the game. They stay at the same tempo. Their mentality was shift. They were even testing some for the French national team. The same way you can, the English could have set up for the international team. They would have bought on Rashford very early. They could have bought on Morgan Rogers earlier. And then as the game goes, you begin to change. And then the final stage should appear different to change, not the first stage. Because you know the funny thing, Tuchel brought on Dan Ben
Yeah.
and Nico Raleigh when the Argentine started crossing the ball. The moment the Nico Raleigh and Dan Ben came in, the Argentine started crossing the ball. They started attacking from the wide spaces, moving with the ball, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. What's the final goal? The final goal was a header. They
Yeah.
stopped crossing the ball for like 5 or 6 minutes. After that 5 or 6 minutes, the what do you call it? The English defense were defending, facing in front of goal instead of facing the crosses. You see the thing, and
Yeah.
that's where Messi got in the court. It's amazing. The strength has been amazing for close to God knows how many minutes. But where they couldn't block it, Messi was so disappointed because there are two players, Nico Riley and the friend, and it was unfortunate. But you see, destiny was all written over the game. The Argentines were destined to go to the final.
Okay, but when you watch this Argentina team from the group stage to the finals, I mean, for me, I keep on asking, they have not been so special. What has been working for them? Is it the Lionel Messi factor, or maybe there's another factor that you are not seeing?
You know what makes Argentina special? They've done it before, and 17 players have done it before, so they have the experience. And one of the fundamental things about football is about leading a team. Leadership is there, and their coach have also done it, like has done it before. So he's not overwhelmed by any situation. They have one of the strongest coaches in the tournament, and for him, even if an equalizer comes in there, he doesn't jump over. He comes to himself. He's there to see the tactical things you have to do after the goal are coming. So for me, it's their passion, it's their experience, and they have two leaders. They have Coloni and they have Messi. And Messi on any given day, on any occasion, will rise to the occasion. Even if you have to take 1 minute, 2 minutes, we'll do that. And for me, at 39 years, what he's doing is simply amazing. This is a player who has won MVP for in the World Cup twice. So where is he getting that frustration for to do whatever he's doing? But you can clearly see that the Argentines have a self-belief. They believe in Messi. They put everything. I always say this. I was talking to someone, I was telling them that, you see, when you take Messi out of the Argentine team and you give them the right mentality, they still could play to that level. You see, but now they are because they are a part of talent. That has put their talent aside and say, we will follow the steps of Messi. And so, for them to have belief in the central Messi is able to do those things at step tonight. You need the level of belief, the level of pride they have. And so on. And when you see how they think, you understand it. You see with a lot of enthusiasm, their national pride. And for me, they have written a nice story at the World Cup.
Oh, okay. Wow. So yeah, we thank you very much for speaking to us on the North American Diaries. Our time is fast spent. We'll come your way again, God willing, next week to talk about the finals.
Thank you very much. But the finals, we don't care whether it is Lamine Yamal or Messi that way. The script has been written, and I'm waiting beautiful. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Soja. So, Derek, let me come to you. I mean, Lionel Messi, is he the greatest player ever in the history of football?
That thing was settled some days ago.
Greatest ever. surpassing Johan Cruyff, Maradona, Pele.
My dad used to talk about Maradona and World Pele, and he would tell you that he played with World Pele and he watched, and World Pele was the best. But you know the difference is that now the players play more games than they used to play, so you exert more energy. Today, football has become so mechanized. Unlike first that you have to use your talent and then you do. Now you'll be asked not to run. You can be asked to run the whole. If you can't do cry, you must be able
sometimes
to learn.
I feel it's surprising that
so the game yesterday there was a debate in my Akotelate office where they were debating.
Players want to express themselves, but the tactics have limited them.
So that makes a player playing now and getting the results is unique. Now you don't get those players who take balls and dribble 5 players. So if you get one player who is doing same, in fact, when Messi has become consistent, the last 3 games, when they are down or they are drawing, you come and stand on the edge of on the right side, on the edge of the opponent's box, and that is where we're doing things. Against I think Holland's team, I think Sweden, Norway. They played Norway.
No, England played Norway.
No, against one of the European.
They played Switzerland.
Switzerland. When it became difficult, he came to stand at the same place, hoping to get just a free kick. He was not getting, but it was still same place. When they played against our people from Africa, Cape Verde, the same place. So you see, you can complain about what the English did not do right, but you see, give credit to the Argentines. Because what they did right, that is what and they've been consistent. You see, anybody who will say that the English should not have blocked, and Charlie, kudos to the Ghana Blasters. Do you know that this English team were complaining when we were playing the low block? And we saw the yesterday. I saw them doing the same thing. I was like, is it not these people who are complaining that we are sitting back too much? We should come and play. And they went to they were hiding.
They were playing a better team.
They were playing a better team. Yes, we also played a better team. So kudos to Benjamin Asari and Ajete and Jerome and Co. They did with 90 minutes. They did so well. England defend small. It's because it's so.
But I think it's debatable.
Now I was coming to say something that when the Cape Verdeans were not defending and they opened, what happened?
They still lost to 3.
Good. So anybody who will say the English should have played, it would have been the same story. So it's not whether you were defending or attacking. The issue is there's a magician, there's a man in the game who decides the game.
So he's the greatest player of all time.
Charlie, are you not surprised? The second goal, are you not surprised? Go and check. When he picked the ball with the left, but you see there were 2 players attacking. They were all looking at the left side because they knew he couldn't play well with the right. So when he was still moving the ball, they were thinking he would come back and set the ball. So they were not coming. And they did the unthinkable. Put the ball at the right, kick the ball to his player in the 6-yard box. And that was the difference. Within 5 minutes,
the game has changed.
He has changed. He has changed the game.
So you believe he's the greatest player ever?
Oh, for now, Charlie, you can add 2 or 3 players. This
Maradona,
one scores. No,
Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo, that one was settled.
No.
He and Cristiano was settled in this World Cup.
It has been settled.
In this World Cup.
It has been
the
settled.
other ones, you can pick a player like
Ronaldo can go to the next World Cup and win it.
Oh, I was telling a lot of people, don't talk about things that you may not live to see, or those people may not live to see.
What are you saying?
No. How do you talk about 4 years, next 4 years?
They can play. Somebody is playing at age 45.
But wouldn't he have injury?
United takes care of himself.
Oh, I'm saying that
the possibility he can get injured.
So that's why I said don't talk about the next 4 years. If he get injured, Kudus, where is Kudus?
It can be part of
a year ago. We knew we go to the World Cup with Kudus.
It can be part of the squad.
I'm saying that if he gets injured, he will not be able to go. So let's not talk about next first. Let's talk about now.
I mean, it's debatable because there's Maradona, there's Messi.
So I'm saying that. So what if you bring Maradona? What is the best dribbler?
You also won the World Cup.
Okay, with what stars?
What stats?
The stats, Messi is breaking all those stats. And then you go to club side. If you look at it, you see, I mean, football, we play to win.
Yeah.
And win, we accumulate the win to become the best. If you look at wins, Messi has won almost everything.
And he has scored, I think, 910 goals.
He has scored goals plenty.
Second to Ronaldo.
Ballon d'Or.
7.
What again? World Cup. 1. If you go to their original
Copa America,
it's done 2. Where again? If you go to Spanish La Liga, from Champions League, Gleam, US. Now they say you should leave US and come to. He won't come.
Come to where?
Come to whatever. Why would he waste his time?
I mean, he has achieved so.
Yeah, so you cross his legs and enjoy.
So you believe the finals will also go?
If there is a player who can go to the next World Cup between 39 and 41, who will have the chance to go?
Who is the 39?
If you look at the way both 41 and 39 are playing,
because how Messi is very diminutive, he can still play.
That is yes. If you look at the way 39 is playing and 41 is playing, less energy. When we become difficult, the next 10 minutes, if I will move free, that is what Messi will give you. So
now, before we go, the prediction finals, Spain, Argentina.
Like I did the last time, Argentina is winning, but you cannot
take out Spain.
Take out Spain.
So let's say if you are doing probability percentage.
60-40.
60 for Argentina, 40 for Spain. 40. And then England, France.
I don't care.
Oh, why?
I don't care.
Yeah, colonial masters are playing.
I don't care.
You don't care?
Okay, maybe because they want to go home. Or how do they say it?
Football is coming home.
Coming home. They can get a bronze.
And take home.
But they've not gotten bronze since
1966.
So let them get bronze. They can take bronze home to go and say we have come.
Mbappe wants to win the Golden Boot too.
Messi too want to win.
Yeah.
And that is when you will see the Messi. When the boy decides, you see, you ask Soja a question. Whether and the Argentina team is Messi who is making the difference. It's the teamwork. I have said that. You see, I learned something in my marketing class about synergy. When you come together, you get a synergistic effect. You see, when you combine forces and you the results will be, more than when you are doing it. So when the Argentines want Messi to win the Ballon d'Or and now the golden boot to it, they know how to do it.
Yeah.
They will play to him to win. They will ask him, who won't complain.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So nothing. Every glory in this tournament is already having the best player in his by way of the MVPs he has won alone gives him the best player. Now what is next?
Mbappe can win the best player.
So. How many MVPs? Is he playing the final?
No.
So that one is in his pocket. You understand? Yeah. So it's like Abedi Pele not playing the final in the 1992, but then he was giving a special seat because even without the final, he's the best player.
Yeah.
It is the same thing. Without the final, Messi is the best player. So we are now looking for the goal king. Statistically, he's the goal king now because he has more assists than. So you only need a goal
to top it up.
To top it up. And on that final day, I pray and hope and believe that the Spanish will also come to play.
Oh, they always play.
Yeah. That be
Spanish,
the English used to play. The English used to play. When they meet the Argentines, they change their mind. So when you meet this, but you see, many players have said that when you are going to play Messi, you sit down like this
and watch him.
Must we do
one-on-one? You can't stop him.
Must we do one-on-one tackling? Put 2 people on him.
You can't
allow him to. No, any of the most players have said it. Those who have played with him, Miguel Obi said that when we are going to play the Barca against Chelsea, they have to do.
Our time is up. Finally, before we go, 30 seconds. You are going for Argentina.
I'm going for Argentina.
And then Messi, the greatest player of all time.
Yes, sure.
And he will be the MVP.
Yes, sure.
Win the Golden Boot.
And he won Ballon d'Or.
You are playing America. I want to win Ballon d'Or. There we
somebody left America, came to World Cup in America, and is winning the everything that is there to be won.
This
and he said, No, America, they playing rugby there.
A league that doesn't promote, that doesn't relegate.
That is okay, but he's still playing.
You play World Cup in
But do you know what the interesting thing? The interesting thing is that the league that does not promote, that does not do anything, players from there come to where leagues they do whatever you think they should do, but then that player alone, for all those who relegate and do this,
he
will win when he wins.
So this
when you win, you have never agreed with
I'll never agree.
But when he wins, you come and say, "Oh, FIFA Juan."
This is how we wrap up the show on the North American Diaries. My name is Isaac Morty. I did this with Derek Nia and Sayankra. I call him my boss and my bosses. And then Niso Jamensan join us via phone. And then Edwin Irenchi also join us by phone to talk to speak to the Argentina England semi-final game, and then to Spain France semi-final game. Sunday is the grand finale between Spain and Argentina. So we wrap up. We come your way again, God willing, on Monday, and then we discuss the finals.